to you.
Okay, my name's Carmen, and I'm a grateful addict in recovery. Wow, 2 years. Real quick, I had got put on methadone, and I really liked the way that made me feel, and so I took more than I was supposed to because it got me high, and I figured because it was a prescription, it was okay. And, I was living in Oregon, and I was walking through my house, and my roommate had this drug, and I was like, ooh, what is that? And she said, it's meth, and I'm like, hey, I want to try it. And I fell in love with it. It became my everything. It became more important to me than my kids, my job, my house, my everything. I did that for a while, and I got tired of living that way, so I got clean. But I wasn't really clean because I was still smoking weed because I thought that was okay. And at 72 days clean, I got a phone call that changed my life forever. I got a phone call in Oregon that my dad was missing. And I had to call the police. And they had to break into my dad's house. And they found my dad, and he had died. The disease of addiction took his life. And I came home back to Fresno to plan his funeral. And unfortunately, I didn't have the tools that I needed to stay clean. And on the day that we had his memorial, I got loaded. And once again, there I was, out there with some research and development, and it was worse this time because I picked up right where I left off and then some. And I was okay with spending a lot of time in the garage or in the closet because that's where I had to smoke my dope. And having no life. Just existing and being a shell of a person. I thank God every day for shitty friends. Shitty friends brought me to Orange County, and they left me here. When the dope ran out and the money ran out, they took off and left me. And, I thank people for giving me a place to sleep, even if it was on their couch. And I got kicked out at midnight, and I called my friend's dad, and he came and got me and gave me a place to stay. And when I woke up in the morning, they're like, you need to go to the Costa Mesa Alana Club. And up on the board, there's like information about sober livings and stuff. And I remember being in the parking lot crying because, don't you know, I had a couple days clean, and I felt like I had a sense of entitlement. And I remember coming into the room. It was a noon meeting here at the Costa Mesa Alana Club. And I just raised my hand and I shared, I need help. I'm tired of living the way I'm living, and I don't know how to do this. I can't do it by myself. And one of the ladies there lived in a sober living, and they had a bed. So I went to the sober living because, I got into a car full of people I didn't know to take off somewhere because that sounded fun. And the lady who ran the sober living let me stay there. I told her, I get my money on the first. And she was like, okay, I trust you, and that was a foreign concept to me because nobody trusted me. But she had faith in me. She saw something in me that I couldn't see in myself. So, I saw these things, these little chips. Everybody kept taking chips for various lengths of clean time, and that's what kept me coming back at first, because I was like, wow, they recognize that. So, at first, this was my higher power. And I would come to these meetings, and I thought everybody in this room was high, because there was no way they could be happy about not being high. And coming early, and staying late, and making coffee, and cleaning up. And, it all came to me when I had 4 months clean. I went to a convention in Palm Springs, and I was in the main speaker meeting, and all these people were chanting, keep coming back to the newcomers, And when we prayed out, there were 700 people, and I was like, well, they can't all be wrong. So when I came back, I became a part of something. I picked up a commitment. I was the chip chick for the Monday night meeting. I was of service whenever I could be. If they asked me to read, I would read. I got a sponsor. I started working steps. If you're new, stick around. This program doesn't promise you anything but freedom from active addiction. It's an inside job with outside help. And NA means never alone, never again. You don't have to pick up if you don't want to. You don't ever have to pick up. Pick up the phone and call. I know sometimes it weighs 500 pounds, but pick it up anyways. Talking about giving back. I give back what was so freely given to me. Today I'm very much of service. I'm a GSR. I'm the GSR orientator at area. I'm the secretary for area activities. I go to lots of meetings all over the place. I stick my hand out to the newcomer because people did that for me. You know, this program, I love this program. I'm on fire for this program. I'm on a pink cloud, and I've been on a pink cloud for a really long time. You know, when I first got here, I didn't have my kids in my life, and that's all I wanted back were my kids. At eight months clean, I got to talk to my kids for the first time. You know, this last December, this program allowed me, I got the privilege of going home to take care of my daughter because she had surgery. You know, I get to be a mom today. I get to be a friend today because this program taught me how to be a friend. It taught me how to be a woman, a clean woman in Narcotics Anonymous. I like myself today, and it allows me, because I like myself, to like other people. And because I love myself, it allows me to be loved. You know, my friends are my friends for me, not because of the sack that I have, or how much dope I have, or how much money I have, because of me and who I am today. Because even when people aren't looking, I do the right thing, because that's integrity. I don't know. You know, I'll close with this real quick. So I'm in the middle of my 4th step again, and you know, when I work my 4th step, I get angry because there's all these things that happen from my past and whatever, right? So I kind of just like, for the first 20 months of my clean time, I was in a sober living. It was very structured. I had to be home at a certain time. I couldn't go out on the weekends. I couldn't go to dances. So when I moved out, I got my own apartment because this program taught me how to be fully self-supporting and get a job and be responsible. I took off and I started going to all these dances and all these conventions, and I kind of didn't talk to my sponsor for a minute, right? So God has such a funny sense of humor. Because I'm in Vaughn's yesterday, and there's my sponsor totally busting on me. She's like, where have you been? So, you know, I'm glad that my sponsor is who she is, because she's a lot like me. You know, she understands that I'm in fear right now. I'm finding excuses and running from my 4th step. But I need to just buckle down and do it, because it'll give me freedom for myself by doing it. So, thank you.
Yeah.